The Adventures of Upright Ostrich. The Owner's Manual. Upright Ostrich tries to understand his Bible. Upright Ostrich needed to take a fresh look at his Bible. He didn't fully understand it anyway, so starting fresh would be easy. He knew that the church read their Bibles looking for verses or phrases that would justify or validate their rebellion and lawlessness. So he would have to change his perspective on the Bible according to a different paradigm. Upright Ostrich was sitting at his desk, looking at the owner's manual to his car, and suddenly he realized that the Bible was like an owner's manual. The owner's manual paradigm. Back in the day, when someone bought a new car, they received an owner's manual with it. The owner's manual was written or edited by the manufacturer. Its purpose was to tell you, the owner, everything that was important about that new car according to the manufacturer. So Upright Ostrich thought to himself, "Hey, my tools have an owner's manual. That's how I put my lathe and my bandsaw and the table saw together. Everything has an owner's manual." The owner's manual presented the manufacturer's specifications and instructions. The owner's manual contents. The owner's manual consisted of several important sections. We need to have the operating instructions so we can make the car go. We need the maintenance instructions so we can keep the car going. And we need to have the automobile specifications so we know more about what is in the car. Operating instructions. The owner's manual gave detailed instructions on how to operate the new automobile. It gave simple instructions like how to start the car. Even simple things like where to insert the ignition key. Back in the day, some cars came with two keys, one for the ignition and one for the doors. The operating instructions told the new owner how to operate the windshield wipers, the horn, the heater, and air conditioner, if there was one, the transmission, the gas, brake, and clutch pedals, and even the ashtray and cigarette lighter. Yes, there was a day when cars came with cigarette lighters and ashtrays. The automobile could be equipped with different radios, and the operating instruction would tell the owner how to operate them. Maintenance instructions. The owner's manual gave instructions on how to change a flat tire, where the spare tire was stored and how to get it out. The owner's manual told the owner how to check the oil level, and the water level, and the transmission fluid level. The owner's manual told the owner how to add oil, water, and transmission fluid. It might seem simplistic, but the owner's manual told the owner what gasoline to put in the car and where the gasoline filler was located. Automobile specifications. The owner's manual told the owner how often to change the engine oil. Most owner's manuals told the owner how to change the oil, how to change the old oil filter, and even what to do with the old oil. Back in the day, the owner's manual gave instructions on how to change points and plugs, and gave details on how and what values to set the points and plugs. Shop manuals. The shop manuals are much more detailed than the owner's manual. Armed with a shop manual, someone with sufficient skill could rebuild the engine of the automobile or change major parts or components. That skilled workman could restore an old barn-find car to a like-new showroom condition using the specifications and instructions found in the shop manual. The Bible is our owner's manual. The Bible is an owner's manual, a shop manual, and more for us. The Scriptures are given to us directly from the manufacturer. The Scriptures are our operating instructions, and our maintenance instructions, and our specifications. The Scriptures tell us, the owner of our body spirit, exactly how the manufacturer expects us to operate, maintain, and repair our body spirit. Everything written in the Scriptures must be considered true and faithful for the proper operation of our body spirit. The manufacturer has given us truth in his Scriptures. Everything the manufacturer says in his Scriptures are beneficial to our body spirit and are good for our body spirit. Nothing that the manufacturer tells us to do is harmful or dangerous to our body spirit. Our owner's manual is truth. The Bible is truth. The Bibles we have. The Scriptures, or the Bible as we know it. Any Bible we can buy is not the true and absolute words from Yahweh to us. Our Bibles are translations of Yahweh's Word. This may or may not be a bad thing. We have a translation. All our Bibles are translated by a team of translators that have injected their own language, culture, prejudices, denominational biases, and agenda into the translation. The agenda of the translation team may have been to present the most accurate translation of original ancient Hebrew language and idioms into a modern English translations. The translators may use Hebrew transliterated words and phrases to maintain the Hebraicism of the original words. They may use footnotes or other methods to convey to us the most accurate translation possible. On the other hand, the agenda of some translators is to change the meaning of words and phrases in order to present a New Testament only Christianity, or NTOC, meaning. The translation may even rewrite whole sections of Scripture, such as removing verses to maintain an agenda. Begin rabbit trail. New Testament only Christianity, or NTOC. This is that group that believes that because of Jesus, the new covenant under him is now in force, and the old covenant is passed away or nailed to the cross or done away with, or similar phrases. This group believes that they are not under the Jewish law or the law of Moses or even under the Old Testament, and none of that applies to them. This is not a becoming term, and I make no apology for it. End of rabbit trail. Adding words. The translators may add words to change the meaning of a phrase to fit the agenda of New Testament only Christianity. An example is adding the word but in John 1:17 in the King James Version. This changes the meaning of that verse. It makes it sound like Jesus had to come to change Yahweh's words to us, as though Yahweh made a mistake and Jesus is correcting it. This change to Scripture is part of dispensational theology, which will be discussed in another message. John 1:17 in King James. For the law was given by Moses, but grace and truth came by Jesus Christ. John 1:17 in the Scriptures version. For the Torah was given through Moshe. The favor and the truth came through Yeshua, Messiah. The owner's manual is truth. Our automobile's owner's manual tells us the truth about our car. The owner's manual tells us truthfully how to operate our car and how to do whatever maintenance the manufacturer wants us to do. Why would the manufacturer lie to us? The Bible is truth. There must exist a solid rock that we can stand on. Something has to be true. Scripture is truth. In Psalm 119, verse 142, David says of Yahweh's Scriptures, "Your righteousness is righteousness forever, and your Torah is truth." The King James Version says, "Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth." The purpose of the Scriptures is so that we would know Yahweh's truth and how He wants us to apply that truth to our lives. The manufacturer is giving his creation the operating instructions and specifications for our body spirit. Christianity loves to quote Paul to justify their Torahlessness or lawlessness. But Paul says to Timothy, all Scripture is breathed out by Elohim and profitable for teaching, for reproof, for setting straight, for instruction in righteousness. In 2 Timothy 3:16. In John 8:32, Yeshua tells his followers, "And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." More about the owner's manual in the next video.